Costco is seeing a very scary trend with customers, and it's directly connected to the lipstick effect. Do you guys know what this is? In a nutshell, it means that consumers are switching up their spending behavior, and it usually means that the economy is headed for tougher times. Wait, hold on. Tougher times? Man, I guess we can't take a break from what's happening all around us anytime soon, huh? So what are you doing today that you hope will save you money tomorrow? Is it by shopping in different stores? By focusing on local garage sales? Is it by carpooling to work? Because I know that many of us are trying to cut down on expenses, even though, to be honest, some of us don't really want to. And it's not a pride thing. It's more of a, I live in a first world country. Why am I worried that my paycheck won't make it kind of thing? But of course, there are those who can't let the social media status go as they try and buy expensive clothes and handbags to show them off and ultimately return them for refunds. Doesn't that sound crazy? Here's something that's crazy. Canada is ramping up their program to help people, how do I say this as tastefully as I can? They're helping people to leave their mortal shells voluntarily. It's assisted suicide, guys. I really don't know how to word it in a way that's easier to hear. Do you guys know about this? And what is it about a mystery that keeps people coming back? You know, while retailers like Target and Walmart continue to struggle, TJ Maxx has somehow shown great promise during a tough economic downturn. You want to know how they do it? They capitalize on the saying of FOMO. What's FOMO? More on that later. All right, let's get right into the updates, guys. Also, if you own a home, make sure your home is protected. Get your free home warranty quote. There's a link in the description down below. All right, so you remember that movie, The Devil Wears Prada, right? Well, that movie is very different from this story, although someone did wear Prada. The problem is that this person wanted to look as if she was buying all these expensive clothes, but at the end of the day, she was just returning them for refunds after using them. So there's a TikTok video that went viral, but I'll try and explain it as brief as I can. So the workers in this Prada store, they get commissions for every sale, but if the clothes are returned, they have to accept it, and they would also mean that they have to give up their commission for that particular sale. It makes sense, right? It's fair. They try and abide by this unwritten rule that whoever sold it would have the item returned so that the commission loss would reflect fairly. Sounds like a good concept, but what if that salesperson isn't around? Like maybe they were off that day or went out to lunch, maybe on vacation. Well, this is exactly what happened to this coworker as his colleague contacted him to say that the person that he sold the clothes to initially have now returned them, meaning that his colleague had to forfeit some of her commission because of it. Now here's where things get interesting. So a week later and the customer does the same thing again. I mean, that would ring a few alarms in my head, so they decided to check out her sales history. Well, as it turns out, she's been doing this in different stores. So she was using these clothes over the weekend in different events and living the life, and basically by the next week, she returns them for a refund. Amazing. Then they tagged her account with this note that says items would no longer be sold to her. Some people say that it would be all right because, you know, this is part of the return policy, but it's affecting the workers and their commissions, which is obviously hurting their paychecks. But what do you guys think of it? Maybe if somebody like Beyonce wore the dress and brought it back, the value of it might actually triple or something. I don't know. You know what? Why don't they just shop at TJ Maxx? Did you guys know that they're actually doing very well these days? And it's because people have FOMO, or the fear of missing out. So here's what their CEO, Ernie Herrmann, said about their recent success in retail. Quote, "Every day, our global organization is focused on bringing customers around the world excellent values on great fashions and great brands and an exciting treasure hunt shopping experience. We are pleased that the second quarter is off to a good start, and we're seeing phenomenal off-price buying opportunities in the marketplace. We're set up extremely well to continue shipping fresh and compelling merchandise to our stores and online throughout the spring and summer." End quote. Now, I guess they're doing something right? Something that retailers like Target, Walmart, and even Costco can hope to achieve. Now, speaking of Costco, they're now seeing the lipstick effect as many customers are switching up their purchasing habits. Basically, it's customers that continue to buy up small items like candles and cosmetics, but hold on to their cash when it comes time for bigger purchases. Their CFO has noticed that beef is being removed from the menu, and instead, households are opting to purchase chicken and pork, given that they're a lot cheaper meats. He also adds that the same people are even buying canned meat and fish products, given that they have longer shelf life. Are these preppers? This can also be part of how people are preparing for layoffs. You know, buy your food now and ration it later if you're laid off. Now, these layoffs and the entire economic weather is weighing heavy on some minds. And to be honest, there are some that want to take their own lives because of it. Now, I'm telling you right now that as long as you have life, there is hope. Believe me when I say that. I mean, I don't want to be too dramatic here, but I've gone through some pretty tough times in my life. It's not very evident because of what you see online, but I am living proof that giving up is not the way to succeed. And I guess that's why I'm a little bit worried about what's happening in China right now. So what's happening over there? Well, I got 4 letters for you. MAID. And that means medical assistance in dying.
When someone has a serious medical condition, if they meet certain criteria and they ask to die, they may qualify for an assisted death. Medical assistance in dying, or MAID, is when a healthcare professional, specifically a doctor or a nurse practitioner, administers medication that causes the death of the patient who's explicitly requested.
It's grown by 35% from 2020 to 2021, and they're getting thousands of requests each year. Now, what worries me the most here is that almost 4 in 5 letters requested are greenlit and provided this assistance. That's around 79% of people. Now, while I do try and understand, how someone who's terminally ill may just ask for this, given that they've done everything humanly possible to try and recover, but did you know that by March 17, 2024, they're also opening this option for mental illness? That's right, guys. If you're 18 years old and you're depressed, they're going to give you a way out. You guys remember MTV Cribs, right? This is kind of like a very weird way of doing something like that. So check out how they show this area where they say it happens.
So this is the room where you have the medical aid in dying.
Yes, this is where it happens.
People who are approved for medical assistance in dying can come here with their doctor and loved ones to end their lives at a cost of at least $700.
This is where it happens, huh? Just like that. Some experts, though, are worried since they're seeing a spike in these assisted deaths in Canada's prisons. Jessica Shaw, an associate professor of social work at the University of Calgary, is currently studying assisted deaths in prison and even requested to have access to how many Canada has actually done over the years. And she said this, quote, "Canada is the leading provider of assisted death for prisoners. It would appear to me that there's a very different process when it comes to people who are dying through assisted death in prison than it is for the general population of Canada. We worry about what's happening and what's not happening behind bars and behind closed doors." End quote. Good on her for actually giving a damn, right? She said that there's a lack of transparency when it comes to the requests from prisoners, and when asked for more information, they're provided with data that's heavily redacted. Now let's put 2 and 2 together here. Can you see depression? I mean, let's be real, all right? Now I've seen some of the happiest looking people deal with their depression and take their lives. But what if they want to cut down on the people that's in their prisons right now? What's stopping them from diagnosing these people with depression, and then by March of next year? Well, you know where I'm trying to go with this. But again, the comment section's wide open. I'd love to hear from you guys. Anybody here from Canada? What do you guys think about this? I understand that many of us are going through battles that we just can't see. It's the battle within ourselves that we have to fight. But believe me when I say that things can get better. And I say that with the utmost sincerity in my heart, guys. Things can get better. I mean, if there was no hope for tomorrow, then why are we still here? It's because tomorrow is another day for us to succeed. And I've been doing it for so long that I really want more of us to come together and just kick this economy's behind. And so that's why I love to hear from you guys in the comment section down below. If you're looking to strengthen your cash flow, learn more about budgeting, side hustles, home-based business ideas, small businesses, multiple streams of income, wise investments in both the real estate market and the stock market, then by all means, hit me up in the comment section down below. Now, right now, you should see 2 videos above me. Go ahead and click on those videos and check those out right now. And before I go, don't forget to drop a huge thumbs up for the video, share this video with everyone you know, and subscribe for your daily dose of the truth. Appreciate you guys watching, and I'll see you on the next one.